Some places you think you know them just from the headlines, but the real story is always so much bigger, so much more complex. Today, we're going beyond that familiar narrative to explore a nation built on deep and powerful contrasts. So let me ask you something. When you picture Iran, what's the first image that pops into your head? Seriously, is it a sprawling, windswept desert, a bustling, ancient city? Whatever it is, just hold that thought, because what we're about to see is probably a lot more surprising. We can even start with something as simple as its name. For centuries, most of the world knew this land as Persia, a name that brings to mind legendary empires. But the people who live there, they've always called their home Iran. And right there, from the very start, you get this fascinating split between how a place is seen from the outside and how it sees itself.
Now, back to that image in your head. If you pictured a vast desert, well, you're not wrong. That's definitely part of the story. But what if I told you Iran is also a land of dense, green, almost subtropical forests? A desert and a forest. It's the first of many paradoxes we're going to uncover.
This brings us to our first big idea, a civilization with an ancient soul that has its eyes fixed firmly on the future.
To really get a feel for Iran, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of its history. We're talking about a continuous story stretching all the way back to the Achaemenid Empire, one of the world's very first superpowers. It winds through the golden age of the Safavids, is completely reshaped by the seismic shift of the 1979 Islamic Revolution, and flows right into the complex world of today. This isn't just ancient history, it's the living foundation of the country.
And that history isn't just locked away in books. It's literally carved into the land itself. This number, 29, that's how many UNESCO World Heritage Sites are in Iran. From incredible ancient cities to brilliant water systems, that number puts Iran in the top 10 countries in the entire world for these cultural treasures.
So you have one foot planted so firmly in this deep, deep past. And where's the other? It's stepping into the cosmos. Iran has an active space program. Satellites like Omid, Soraya, and Pars-1 are more than just technical achievements. They are powerful symbols of a nation's ambition to be a serious player in modern science and technology, an ancient soul looking to the stars.
This tension between past and future isn't just found in its timeline. It's carved right into the map. Iran's geography is a true canvas of extremes.
Okay, try to wrap your head around this. In the Lut Desert, scientists have recorded some of the hottest surface temperatures on the entire planet. It's a landscape of just raw, formidable power. And yet, in the very same country, you can find the Caspian-Hyrcanian mixed forests, a lush, temperate rainforest so ancient and unique that it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's like two different worlds existing side by side.
And if that wasn't enough, get this. In a country that is world famous for its hot deserts, there are also snowy mountain ranges that support more than 20 ski resorts. You could, theoretically, experience two completely opposite climates in a single day. And of course, a dramatic geography like this creates habitats for an incredible diversity of wildlife. Historically, this was home to the Asiatic lion. Today, you can still find gazelles bounding across the plains, and it serves as a critical crossroads for hundreds of species of migratory birds. The land's diversity is perfectly mirrored by the life it supports.
So that brings us from the land itself to the people who inhabit it. And here, too, we find a story of fascinating and often misunderstood complexity. First, just think about the sheer scale here. With a population of over 92 million people, Iran is the 17th most populous country in the world. This is a large, significant nation, and it's certainly not a monolith. Within that massive population lies immense diversity.
And that diversity becomes so clear when you look at the people themselves. While Persians are the largest ethnic group, there are huge populations of Azerbaijanis, Kurds, and many other distinct communities. Each one has its own language, its own culture, its own history, all woven together to form the national fabric. It really is a true mosaic, not a uniform picture.
Yet, across all this diversity, there are these incredibly powerful unifying threads. And maybe one of the strongest is a deep, shared reverence for poetry and literature. Greats like Nizami Ganjavi aren't just historical figures, they are part of the cultural soul. Their words still resonate in daily life, connecting people across centuries and from all different backgrounds.
So how do all these threads of history, geography, and people all weave together? Well, they form an enduring and uniquely complex identity. It makes you ask the question, right? Which is the real Iran? Is it the ancient empire or the spacefaring nation? The scorching desert or the snowy mountain? The Persian heartland or the diverse mosaic of its peoples? The answer, of course, is that it's all of them.
These aren't contradictions that cancel each other out. They are the very pillars of the country's identity. A land of ancient empires that launches satellites into orbit. A land of scorching deserts that has ski slopes. And a land of powerful, enduring traditions that are embraced by a multitude of diverse peoples.
So maybe the biggest takeaway is this. Iran simply cannot be understood through a single lens. Its true character is found in the dynamic tension between its extremes. It's a nation defined not by a single simple story, but by the richness of its many powerful contrasts. And understanding that is the first step to seeing it clearly.